Welcome to the Methven Community Board on the 9th of March. Thank you everyone for being here today, Community Board members, staff as well, and media too. First I'd like to open with apologies. I've got none. None's got. Right, cool. Any matters of extraordinary business? Cool. And declarations of interest, conflict of interest? Easy as. Can I have someone move and second that we accept the Methven Community Board meeting, minutes from last meeting, the 26th of January?
I'll move them.
Yeah,
Second.
Maxwell and
Me.
Faye. Cool. All those in favour, please raise your hands.
Aye.
Right.
Those against? Awesome. Carried. I'd like to move us on to our reports at the moment. So page 6, point 6, activity reports, legal and democracy. 6.1.1. Just further to that training platform, there's also governance training available on IMWE modules. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, nothing further to add other than just if anyone's having difficulty accessing that platform, you should have all got logins. If you join, if you're having difficulty, please reach out to governance and they can help you. But there's a lot of good online tools you can sort of work away in your own time, particularly governance ones. So probably take a look.
6.1.2. Last year, Richie and I attended it. I got COVID the day before, so I didn't actually attend it. So is there any interest from community board members to attend that? I am personally, but that's anyone else? No? July. In July. No. Or don't, yeah.
I was just going to say it probably would make sense that you went, Megan, because I know there's a young elected members.
Yeah, I think afterwards.
I think it's before or after Deb, you may recall. Is it before?
I think it's the night before generally.
The night before, yeah.
But
So that might tie in quite nicely. Yeah. And I will be going with our CE plus 2 other councillors.
are you able to appreciate this or do you?
It would be a resolution of the board, confirm who's attending.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you need to know now or
No,
can we?
I'm putting it on the agenda now if you want to pass through the next meeting. If you want to consider it. So talk about yourself.
Yeah, and then so if someone does want to, in the next 4 weeks they're having the epiphany, they want to come, we'll get that done. Cool. The bus trip Tuesday 17th of March for community board.
Yeah, we'll send a schedule out at the end of this week, just for clients, but otherwise we'll do it after the meeting as well. A bit more information about next week if you're interested.
Interested in who can make it? Yeah. Cool.
Yep, I should be able to.
Yeah. Right.
Tentative at the moment. Just trying to get out of another big meeting.
So good.
Thank you.
And you guys will. Yeah. Good. Awesome. And 6.1.4. Cool. 6.2 infrastructure. 6.2.1 roading. Faye, do you want to table yours?
Yes, I can. Sorry, so I've just put together a paper. I don't know if it's been shared or no.
Not with council.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a proposal to make some recommendations on accessibility parking for Methven. That's in line with our community plan objectives to ensure community spaces are easily accessible for all. And so in the plan, it's got some recommendations, which is we've proposed 3 sites that could be possible accessible parking in Methven. And then to agree on an implementation plan and to roll out that plan that's financially viable, that meets the Methven community needs. We've just looked at 3 different locations, some that would be potentially smaller, easier to implement with lower budget, but might not meet the needs of wheelchair accessible vehicles, but could meet the broader needs for accessible parking. And then there's 2 proposed sites which would need a little bit more work and infrastructure change, but they would be suitable for wheelchair accessible vehicle use, especially those that would be driving themselves, that have those vehicles, especially for deploying ramps and lifts and things like that. It's just having the safe space to be able to do it without the risks of oncoming traffic or people parking right beside them when they're trying to do those things. It's just about keeping people safe. So we can send that proposal through with those recommendations. There's some photos included, but our action would be just to investigate them further and to come back with some costs for us of how we could go with those.
So we'll send the report through to you guys. It's effectively a member report.
Okay.
To become its agenda. I mean,
Yeah. So for officers to take what we've done and use it just as a base to then
Report back on.
report back on some options.
Okay. Has it been discussed with the voting team at all?
No, this is the first time we're raising it.
Yeah.
Okay. That is work within a funding cycle. So
So that's
it might be a long term. So
Yep.
look at
Yep.
long-
Yeah, and that's the whole reason behind it, is just to raise it, I guess, for us to present some solutions first or options that we see working within our community, and then for council to take it away and go, no, that doesn't fit within what we've got.
So the voting team work within a 3-year funding cycle, and they're always planning for the next 3 years. So whether that's something you can talk with them about building into the next program.
That'd be cool.
well, just a question, would it be something that could come into the LTP, or I think flagging it earlier?
That's mainly with the next funding cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the solutions is literally just some paint on the ground, because the curb's already low and things like that. And then another one is a more major kind of redevelopment of an area in the mall. But yeah, so we just want to table it so we can get into the LTP funding cycles.
Yeah.
So we'll distribute that.
If you can give it to us, and we'll pass it on to the voting team.
Thank you.
Awesome. The other item that I was expecting to see in the roading section this meeting was the report from the roading strips that got put out on Methven Chertsey Road. Because I see they were out for about 10 days, maybe, just in front of the medical centre, and we had a motion to receive that report.
Just some on Forest Drive too. Yeah.
Can I add something to that too, just separate with I hope this is the right section to say it, but there's been some work that is on Spaxton Street that links into Main Street, but I have noticed that with those roadworks there's actually no safe pathway for pedestrians. So when you're walking, although you can just walk in the road, and we're lucky that there's not too much traffic, there actually isn't a designated pedestrian pathway within those roadworks. I thought that was just a bit strange, that there wasn't a directed safe space for people to walk.
It just says road close, footpath close, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't.
it doesn't.
Normally you would see it would direct you
To go.
to go somewhere else or to go round, but there was just nothing there.
There is one at by Chambers Park. It says pedestrians please use the other side of the road.
But on Main Street side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we just use the other side of the road. Yeah.
So I can't speak to it, but a lot of traffic management now has gone to risk-based assessment.
Yeah.
So there'll be risk assessed in that there's not enough traffic or enough foot traffic to. I can't speak for the roading team, but that's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Traffic management at the moment.
He doesn't say it's been changed.
Correct, and the other thing and things like that, and is the best option if you're not sure about that is actually ring council and ring their services request and say not happy with what you see there, and that way it actually gets dealt with a wee bit of priority.
So the Methven Chertsey Road black roading strips, if we could have a report with information circulated for the next community board meeting, that would be.
Is that the traffic counts?
The
Traffic count that.
the black strips.
Yeah, which gives you traffic counts and speed.
Yeah, speed, that's what
speed
we're
is what
interested
we're
in.
interested in.
And I think weight as well.
Yeah.
No, vehicle combinations.
Would you want to get counted faster?
I've got everyone's.
Yes. Because there was one on Forest Drive, you're saying maybe
Yes.
we just get for all of Methven, if that's possible, the strips in Methven.
Yeah, that's where you slow down going over the strips.
Cool. CRMs, busy 6 weeks of signs.
Oh, yes.
6.2.3, 3 waters. It's great to see that the final connections are being completed. 6.2.4.
Sorry, I just have a question. Sorry, I'm too slow. I'm way back at roading. Where it says the options for improved surface for the paved footpaths, is that meaning the town, or is that meaning random footpaths?
It's the paved areas within town, all
So
the
it is
tile,
those
the
paved-
tile
okay.
areas.
Yeah. So they're looking at pricing options for that, I guess. I don't know if
Make
I'm
them less
getting
slippery, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
it. Okay, so that is happening.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Probably my only question on is that, do we have a time frame for that?
We'll have to come back to you on that.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
It's just good to know that they're actually doing it.
It's been requested quite a few
Oh,
times.
a number of
Yeah,
times.
That has
Like,
been requested.
But I think
cleaning
that's-
helps to a certain degree, didn't it, in the past, but only for a small amount of time until the blind builds up and it's
Especially that
lethal.
black stuff under those
Yeah.
oak trees, that
Yeah.
makes it
Yeah.
like skating rink.
Mm.
6.2.4, solid waste management. And 6.3, community and open spaces. 6.3.1. What we, just to add into there, and probably guidance from governance, is creating that insert that is for our strategic plan, enables us to track it. Where would you like that to sit within our agenda? That can be an appendix item, or will it feed into strategy and policy?
How are you expecting input? Are you expecting officer input, or is it board driven?
It will be board
Board
driven.
driven.
Yeah.
Then I think an extra report, member report. And it can form part of the agenda for each, so it can be updated for each meeting. That's the intention.
Yeah, that will be. Just going through that annual plan. Busy, but good to see a lot of them have been ticked off and submitted now, so that will be helping a lot. And thank you very much for sending through your submissions on those big bits of legislation out of central government. Great bedtime reading. Cool. Open spaces, reserves. We're on page 9. The lighting will come up later in the meeting. Cemetery.
Sorry, just a
Yeah.
question on open spaces. So they're doing the wooden inserts for those bins. Have they finished all the seats? Have all the seats been completed?
It was, I believe, like 2 meetings ago. I think they said that they've finished the
They've
seats
finished all
and
of
now
them.
they're working through the bins.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I guess progress is definitely notice it.
Mm.
Fantastic. 6.3.3, Mount Hutt Memorial Hall. Any comments?
I had a question. So where it says the team are working on the marketing improvements, is that's now the council team? Is that who the team is?
Yes, Tony.
Sorry, it's the team that are based here at Mount Hutt Memorial Hall.
Oh, okay. So the people who work here,
Yeah,
the
they-
paid employees.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I had one question on the timetable. On the 25th of June, it's got the MCB, that we must have some meeting. And I didn't have that in my timetable because we've got one in July on the 6th of July.
We'll double check that. Thank you.
Just wondering if I've missed something, Tony.
We'll follow that up.
does.
You're just not invited to that one, Simon.
I know.
No, Simon's allowed.
It says.
The final on page
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
No, you go. No, you go.
The museum advisor for Te Papa, and being able to assist with funding, is that what kind of work are we looking at getting done there, and how's it being funded?
Right now, it's purely advisory work through the chair. So there's been someone interested who's popped in and had a look at the collection and to understand what funding might be available out of Te Papa. It possibly wasn't the golden goose that everyone hoped it would be, but certainly around the advice around how to maintain and look after what we already have and preserve what we've already got. That advice is going to be really useful. Once we get it up to getting that underway and sorted out, then there could be funding to improve the current displays and things like that. But it's not going to be a fast, easy solution.
And what's the scope that they were revising on? Is it just collection we have in storage, or is it down to the encounter as well?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Both. Yeah.
Did you?
No, so it's triple.
Because it originally was designed through Te Papa, wasn't it? Anyone remember?
No.
Yeah, I think, or there was some connection with Te Papa when it was first designed. Yeah,
It was funded from a different entity. It wasn't funded by them.
no,
Yeah.
there was some connection with Te Papa, either someone who was doing the work or something. But so that's good.
We'll discuss the budget later. Yeah.
Just going back to the bookings, there's nothing in there for NZ Day, but that would normally
Yeah, that would normally be in there.
come through, wouldn't it?
Mm.
So I guess
Yeah.
they're still just organising that.
It's always there.
And I guess the hall will be busy in November with the election period as well, which is good.
There's just a couple of events there that we're obviously just going by face value here of how they're listed. That I'm surprised it's listed as a community charge. Yeah. And they're like the commercial enterprises. So I guess we're literally just going off what's here. But I'm wondering if maybe the board could get a report back for the next meeting on what the decision is behind what gets a community charge and what gets a commercial charge.
Yeah, we can let you know what the criteria is. The team do use a set of criteria around which way it goes. It was tricky.
Yes, I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that. 100%. Yeah.
Probably be good to understand that so
Yeah.
that we don't I'll question it again.
Oh, no
Yeah.
problem at all. Yeah.
Because I see just to that point through the chair, and the one underneath is wedding. It's got as a community charge as well.
Might be a local.
Still business.
Cheap wedding.
Oh, this is it's complicated.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Tony coming up with criteria.
We do have criteria. Yeah.
So if we come up with if we see the policy anyway, and you can.
Good to see ADC gets charged business rate. That's good.
I have received feedback from my colleagues about it. I think held strong for the whole.
Moving on, page 14, 6.4, compliance and development, building services. Great to see that we've held around 13% throughout the whole year of total consent for the district. It will be interesting to see how that tracks into the new year. And we must be on to a 26 consents table of work as well. 6.4.2, environmental monitoring. And 6.5, business support, financial reports. Appendix 1 for the community board. We got any? Probably the only comment I thought of is that this was meant to be a grant round application, and we haven't received any grants. So for this next round, I think I've just got marketing with exclamation marks. I think it would be really cool to be quite aggressive in pushing out in our community to get some applications.
Yeah.
And that's on us too. If people approach us saying, "This is where we go."
So you did that, Robin. You mentioned that report you sent through today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And that's all for the community board budget. Cool.
Nothing to add.
Appendix 2, the hall budget. Comments? Simon, you look like you're...
Just what we discussed. I'm no expert, so yeah, I can look at that all day and go, what does that mean? Need some help.
Yeah. Agree. So the one that stands out for me is probably in purchases is the 12 grand worth of purchases there, as opposed to a previous year of 1,200. I don't know. It's probably just getting some clarification on what that is. And hello.
Help is arrived.
So the former board was keen to expand the offerings that are available in the iHub in terms of stock purchases. So that's where they've been coded to.
Okay.
But that has led to, as you can see, budget well and truly being overspent. But it has also meant that there has been a lift in sales.
Yeah.
Compared to previous years. So it's a little bit, the team are doing a bit more work to also try and demonstrate that they have been useful for the facility. Because it can't be one way, but we're certainly, the retail margins have lifted considerably to what they have been historically. So it's real retail margins now, not
It might be useful to include that piece of work that was done a couple of months ago.
Yes.
Around the retail margins and different analysis for I can't remember the two terms.
We can do that. Yep. Right there. Isn't that the next meeting?
The other question through the chair just while you're there, Tony.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get away that easy. Is the professional fees? Can you talk to that one? Let's see, the third line down. It's 15 grand.
500.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So this is actually it's being recoded at the moment, and it should be coming down under the repairs and maintenance equipment.
Okay.
Last year we got our repairs and maintenance assessment undertaken of the building. And so that was what it cost to get that piece of work done. And so that has now given us a 10-year schedule of what the R&M budget or what the R&M requirements for the facility are. So we've got some real clarity when it comes to budgeting going forward.
Thank you.
I wondered how much that big report cost.
No.
There you go.
Probably the only thing, we're halfway through the year, and just noting that salary and wages are more than exceeded the budgeted item. Do we know what's causing that to happen, and going forward, how that's going to be managed?
Correct. We have been events where we've needed more than just opening the door and leaving people to it.
Yeah.
And so that has meant, although they're really bespoke, they're not part of people's contracts, so that's over and above what we had budgeted, but we are also charging that on as well. So yes, it's hitting that item, that line item, as an and above. Also seeing it come back in terms of the return.
Okay, so cool. So this is for clarification. So there's an event, you charge out staff, that goes back to the person that's running the event, and then you get that. Okay, cool.
Because I'm budgeting based on the hours within contracts.
Yeah.
And so if they're doing over and above those hours, then that's not coming through to the bottom line.
It's good to clarify.
I think available.
What is sundry income?
I need to go and type a bit of a tidy up in some of these income areas.
It's not the arts sales or
Well, some sales have their own line.
anything.
Yeah. I'll go and follow that one through.
That could be.
Yeah.
Is that where some of the shop sales are coming in?
Some of those are coming through under the sales line itself.
Yeah.
Income. So we need to go in and tidy up and just collapse them down, I think. The grant income, which is showing 0 at the moment, should be $15,000. So that's the last of the grant that we get from district promotion. The 25-26 is the last year. So that journaling's just happening at the moment. So it will show as income. So.
The advertising, because they make mention of it in their report too, marketing/advertising. It's a nice wee budget.
It is. It's modest.
I think it would be quite cool, even though it is small, to still get a marketing plan from staff to see what they're planning on doing and when they're planning on doing it.
Cool.
Because that's actually a lot of money when you look at Facebook advertising.
Correct. It's it is probably the biggest request from staff was give us money so we could actually go and do the marketing. And yet it's the one that we are very, very lean on, and intentionally so, because we're just so conscious of budgets. So it's all tricky to start to crack.
Yeah.
But if they could give us a marketing plan, then we can see what they're thinking behind it.
Tony, would you be able to explain the reserves liability that sits with the hall as well, just for people's information?
So I'm going based on what I've been told, because it was like this when I arrived in this position 3 years ago. As I understand it, when COVID happened, we kept the facility running with as much as we could, and that meant that we did have the income coming in, but we were still incurring the expenses, so the reserve sat there. The best way to think about it, it's the only way I can understand it, is to think about it as like your overdraft at home. You've got one. So it's sitting there, we're chipping away at it. That used to be 6 figures. So we are slowly making some progress, but it is slow. There may be a point in time where it is worth a conversation with council to say, okay, can we have a conversation about squaring that away?
Yeah.
That probably preempts the conversation. Yeah. Okay, we'll pick that up.
Yeah.
Over that.
Yes, yeah, sounds good. We're going to percolate on for a while.
Yeah.
Cool. Any more questions
No.
on whole budget, finance?
Oh, sorry. Just so that figure is below 6 figures now, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Still a big number though, right?
Great.
Me minus 57,102.
Yeah.
78 cents.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We need to move and see the financial report separately.
No, they can just go with activities.
Awesome. On that, we will move to public excluded. Could I have a move in
Yeah,
there?
I'll move that we move into the public school.
Richie,
I'll second.
Robin?
Your activity reports.
You have to.
No, you haven't received.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I have the, we receive our activity reports? Yeah, Maxwell and Bud.
Narrative.
And now we'll move into committee. So we'll do Richie and Robin.
And you can come off live.